Martin Fitzgerald from Newcastle West, County Limerick. I put up a YouTube channel there on D Wall's page, Mother Exposes Tulsa, and I also put up Limerick Rape Crisis Scandal. Now this is an additional YouTube video onto my story. Now, as a lot of you know, I was sectioned years ago against my will, and I was sectioned again illegally all those years ago, and I was sectioned again illegally against my will in February because I was speaking out the truth about my story and the corruption around the whole lot of my story. The reason why I'm doing this video is because I think they're going to section me next Monday or Tuesday, again against my will, and there's nothing wrong with me mentally. It's physically that I need medical help, not mentally. Now, what a lot of you don't know is that when you go into a psychiatric unit, the Mental Health Commission was set up to protect the patient when they go in there. But they're not protecting the patient. They're siding with everybody inside there. They were meant to be an independent body that was set up to look after the patient. Now, a nurse in 5B years ago, Pat Byrne, raped a girl inside there, and it came out years later. She got pregnant, and a solicitor took her on and believed her. So I think the Mental Health Commission was set up that time because of this. So when you enter the psychiatric unit, I'll just speak about when I was in there in February. They came here, 2 guards come up first, they went away, they said, two of my neighbours came up and said there was nothing wrong with me mentally, they went away. 4 guards came back after that and they told me they'd kick in my door if I didn't open my door. So I didn't let them in, but 3 crisis nurses came out and went on for a couple of hours. I asked for my own solicitor, they wouldn't let me get my own solicitor. They brought out a taxi from Limerick out here, and with 3 crisis nurses in it. They told me they'd physically restrain me if I didn't go with them. So I ended up going in there anyway, and the Shannon doc didn't even assess me. I had to ask who he was. He didn't even come into my house, so he never even got my name. But I went in there anyway, and what they do is, I'll explain now about what happens with the Mental Health Commission and when you're in there. They bring you a solicitor, which you have a choice of a solicitor, but they don't tell you that. But I knew I had a choice of a solicitor, so I refused the solicitor. You can only pick a solicitor off the Mental Health Commission. They have a list of people on the panel. Now, if you go and get your own solicitor, you have to pay for it. So if you don't have money, you can't get your own solicitor. Now, they just bring people. Everyone is so vulnerable inside there. Nobody knows their rights. They're fierce, vulnerable. They don't have a clue. They brought a solicitor to me. I refused him. I spoke to him for about 2 seconds, 2 minutes, and I said no. I knew he wasn't for me. I knew my heart and soul he wasn't for me. There's none of them going to go against him because they're all getting paid by them, right? So then I didn't speak to him. They were throwing paperwork at me right, left and centre, handing me envelopes. I wasn't accepting them. I wouldn't accept them. They brought down an independent psychiatrist up from Dublin. I wouldn't talk to her. They knew I wasn't going to talk to her because I had said it beforehand. They brought in another independent psychiatrist, and I said I wasn't going to talk to him. There's a waste of the taxpayers' money. They brought in another solicitor, which had actually a conflict of interest in the whole thing, and I said not a hope. They brought her in on St. Patrick's Day, Laura Casey, and she must have got double or triple time that day. There's another waste of the taxpayers' money. There was no hot water running when I was inside there. We'd no hot water for a few days inside there, which is your basic human rights to have hot water to be able to wash yourself. Then the tribunal came up after 21 days. They had sectioned me under, I was sectioned under, 1 minute now and I find it, I have copies here. I was sectioned under, where is it? Sectioned under 1 minute now, where